and good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughan for Sam Sports. Lakers will play the Nuggets tonight. Jamal Murray and the combo of Nikola Jokic, one of the most underrated combo in basketball. Could be one of the best combo in basketball. They look like they're on their way as they have a 3-0 lead against the Lakers. Anthony Davis and LeBron James hope to keep their playoffs hopes alive as they're down 3-0. Never a team has came back from that. Game time is at 7:30. In the NHL, Las Vegas Knights win 3-2 overtime. Chandler Stephen taps in a goal to win it for the Knights. The Knights lead 2-0. The Florida Panthers, the underdogs, lead their series 2-0. The Panthers will play the face-off is at 7. The Panthers lead 2-0. The Panthers are favored in this game. Face-off is at 7 again. The St. Louis Cardinals get the sweep over the Dodgers 10-5. Drew Verhagen gets the win, and Clayton Kershaw suffered the loss. The Cardinals sweep the Dodgers. The Cardinals will have Mike Montgomery on the mound versus the Reds will have Brandon Williams. First pitch is tonight at 6:40. The White Sox will play the Guardians. Game time is at 6:10. Hunter Guards will go for the Guardians. The Cubs lose to the Phillies 2-1. Phillies win the series. The Cubs will play the Mets Tuesday. The Royals lose again to the White Sox with a sweep by the White Sox. The Royals will play the Tigers tonight with a sweep by the White Sox. The Royals will play the Tigers tonight. The Royals will have Brady Singer on the mound. The Tigers will have Michael Renzo on the mound. First pitch is at 6:45 from Kauffman Stadium. What does Kauffman hold for the future? Here's the Kansas City Royals with a new bid in North Kansas City. This is Sam Vaughan.
And now, wondering if the Royals Stadium battle will go 4 overtimes, Saran Petro.
Right you are, Kay. Right you are. Petro on the program on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Thank you for joining us here on a soggy Friday.
12:35.
No, that's why I say this one.
A little outside the box.
We call it a Friday news drop. This one seems to be more about like, I'm done with this crap. And let me tell you something, I'm going to make sure we get this in mainstream. That's how this is going to work. The gauntlet has been thrown down, would you say, Curtis?
I would say, but I'm not. I think it appears that 2 gauntlets have been thrown down. One was thrown down. The other one, I'm not sure who was throwing down what gauntlet at who.
With an open letter to the landlord. That's a song, by the way. Look that up. Commissioner of Clay County, Missouri. And this was an open letter to the Kansas City area community. Over the past few months, leaders from the Clay County and City of North Kansas City have had conversations with the Kansas City Royals about the possibility of developing a new baseball stadium and adjacent ballpark district in North Kansas City. This plan would include commercial, residential, developmental, and entertainment experiences adjacent to the stadium, complementing the amazing business and entertainment options that already exist in downtown North KC. We look forward to continuing our work with the Royals and have additional meetings scheduled with them. It's a declaration that we're trying to get the Royals.
Yes.
The Royals confirmed in a recent media report that they are considering a location in North Kansas City. We think it is important that we communicate our efforts with the community and the reason we plan to work with the Royals on behalf of our respective jurisdictions to select a North Kansas City site for the planned new stadium. Although no agreement has been reached by either Clay County or North Kansas City to take action on, we are striving to lay the groundwork necessary for a plan that is positive for the city, the county, and our entire community. To date, plans and communications have been positive and resulted in an ongoing dialogue that could create a neighborhood-centric ballpark similar to Wrigley Field and the surrounding Wrigleyville in Chicago. Our objective is to create a place where fans and visitors to the Northland can enjoy best-in-class sports experiences and, quote, live, work, play in a thriving, safe, urban ballpark neighborhood. Development that will take our city and region to the next level and allow Kansas City to compete head-to-head with the cities like Nashville and Dallas for employers and talent, furthering the growth of the 5th largest county economically in our state. All of this can be had while still viewing and being seconds away from downtown Kansas City. We believe the benefits that this will bring to Clay County and North Kansas City warrants public support from the Northland. The Royals have made clear to us the logic behind their desire to move, and it is compelling. The Royals' vision is to develop a ballpark and district around it that will deliver positive community impact and economic activity 365 days a year, ensuring their competitiveness with MLB peer markets nationwide. We simply believe, therefore, that if a move is to be, then there is no reason why it can't be to Clay County. As we continue to move forward, our intention is to present to our legislative bodies and our citizens the best plan possible. We are committed to that goal. We will continue to communicate with our partners, community stakeholders, and citizens of Clay County as these discussions mature. We know there are lots of questions to answer, and we will do our best to share details as they become available. Sincerely, Jerry Nolte, Brian DeLong, Scott Wagner.
And that was posted on the Twitter account of Brian DeLong, the mayor of North Kansas City.
Okay, so the mayor of North Kansas City puts it out there, says, hey, we're in play. And we have spoken to the Royals.
Yes.
We're talking. It goes so far as to intimate no agreement is in place. I mean, some people might infer from that, but we're getting close.
Right. He does use the term ongoing dialogue, which
right.
can really mean anything.
But before we go to the rebuttal from Mayor Lucas, okay, let's talk about why this letter was put out. What was the purpose here? Get the Royals to come to your town. What is the purpose of announcing? You're already working on it. Apparently, you're already making progress, according to your own letter, using you and you alone, using Jerry Nolte, Brian DeLong, and Scott Wagner alone as our sources. This is their letter.
Yep.
In their positions, this would be career suicide if this is an outright lie. So I'm quite confident that this is true and certainly defendable in a court of law.
Right.
You know, there might be like, oh, well, you make it sound like you're about to sign. No, we didn't. We said exactly this. Okay, I get that. Right, but so why do this? What is the purpose of doing this? What is gained by doing this? You're working already. You're making progress. At least you're in the ballpark. You're in the discussion. The Royals are talking to you. There's not been a rebuttal from the Royals that says, we haven't spoken to these people. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. So we can confirm, I think, by the Royals' silence, the conversations are being had. The Royals have not put anything out there saying, this is a gross exaggeration. You sent us an email, we didn't respond. That's not a conversation. We haven't heard that. You want to talk about it. We said, no, we're going to exhaust everything in Jackson County first. They haven't said that. So, like, the first thing I'll tell you is I feel like this is at least functionally and legally supportive, or they're able to legally support everything that's said in this letter, or it wouldn't be out there with all their names on it.
Correct.
Okay. So we take that. The way we're going to call the Royals.
5 words of the third paragraph. Public support from the Northland is my theory.
Yeah.
To get people in Northland to go, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
We don't need the narrative. Like, listen, we recognize, I think we all agree they're punching above their weight. This is Kansas City trying to get the World Cup. Can we agree with that?
Sure.
Anybody not named Kansas City, Missouri, and Jackson County is coming in as the underdog.
Right.
Doesn't mean they can't get it done. I'll tell you, Kansas City, Kansas was the underdog. The soccer stadium was going in the old Bannister Mall location, where there's now just Cerner buildings, and to this point, no other development. That was where it was headed. I sat in a meeting, looked at the designs. Here's where it is. We'll do this. KCK, when they came on board, was not the favorite. That was the chosen location. The land was already owned. But KCK put together a presentation, a proposal, a tax plan, revenue that made it to where, no, the soccer stadium's going over here. Right? Did I say soccer stadium? Yeah, you did. I've got so many different things.
Yeah, you said soccer stadium.
The Sporting Kansas City was going to go there. It didn't. The underdog won. So when I say they're an underdog, don't anybody in the Northland or in Jackson County think it means that they can't win this fight.
Don't misunderstand.
Let's just all agree, or at least I will tell you, you don't have to agree with me, but I believe they're the underdog. And I think you're right. They want support. They've done what they can do behind the scenes. And now what they don't want is a groundswell over in Kansas City, Missouri. They want to take their best shot at it. I think in some ways they also are saying, listen, what are we going to do? They've got elections that they have to win. Like, at some point, everyone's got to know what our plan is. I have no doubt that they've taken a temperature. Would people like to have that? I think they've done a great job of likening it to Wrigley Field. Many people in this town have been to Wrigley, seen it, had a positive experience, and I think that would kind of be their plan, and I think it's quite interesting and one that should be listened to.